Are you tired of throwing away your plantains because it easily get bad? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually preserve your plantain that it doesn't get bad. By the time you're ready to serve your plantain, it will be as fresh as if you just actually got it. You want to see how I do that? Then stay tuned. If you think you like videos like this, please do me a favor by hitting on the subscribe button. Press on the notification bell for you to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I do upload new videos every week. But honestly, for some months now, I've not been uploading on this channel. So help your girl and hit on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my new upload. We're back. So what I'm going to be doing in this video, I'm going to be frying the whole of this plantain. It's a lot of plantain. This is a whole carton of plantain. I'm going to be frying all of it, and you see how I'm going to preserve it, store it. If you've not seen this before, please make sure you stay to the end, because I bet you're going to love this. I bet you've never actually have an idea on how to do this. This is very unique, because I recently have girls in my house, and when I brought out plantain for them, they were like, "Did you just do this?" I was like, "No, I've had it for some time." And they were like, "Really?" And yeah, it's gonna be as fresh as if you just make it. So if you want to see how I do that, let's dive into it without taking too much of your time. So starting up, we're going to be dicing the plantain. You know, a lot of people, different people, have different way they like to dice their plantain. It depends on what you want to prepare or the style you're going for. But what I'm actually doing today, what I'm dicing, is the traditional dodo, like plantain that you used to eat rice or you used to eat beans. That's how I like to dice my plantain. Depend on what I really want to eat it with. So if you have a particular way you'd like to dice your plantain, please feel free and do that. But one thing I want you to take home today after watching this video is to make you understand that you don't really need to put salt in your plantain after dicing it, most especially when it is ripe plantain. Please put that in your pocket and take it home, because I've understand that a lot of people prefer to put salt, like fresh salt, and then start flipping the plate to make the ripe plantain to become even more soggy. If your plantain is ripe, it's already sweet. So flipping it and adding salt to it to make it more soggy, and seriously, it tastes the same. Adding salt and not adding salt, it actually tastes the same. So there is no need going through that hustle of flipping it to make sure that your salt go into every strand of the plantain. I'm done cutting this, and what we're going to do next is to fry it and vegetable oil. So I've got my oil in the fire. So all we're doing right now is frying the plantain. So if you have a bigger frying pan, that would be good, but if you don't, just use whatever you have. You might not be frying as much as I'm going to fry, because I'm actually frying one full carton of plantain. And when I realize that it's going to take me too much time, most of the time I will use 2 frying pans. That's the reason why I brought in another frying pan to make the job much quicker. The good thing is that the frying pan I just brought now actually fried better than the first one. So all we're just going to do now is to fry. I believe we all know how to fry our plantain. You put the vegetable oil in the fire, allow it to hot to a certain temperature, and then put the plantain into it. When we're growing up, what our parents told us was that when you put the plantain, if it doesn't make that noise, know that the oil is not ready to be used. So you throw in one plantain into the oil first and see if it's going to make that sound. I'm just joking, but really that's a practical example on how to actually know that your oil is ready to dip in your plantain. Either you're frying plantain or chicken, know that that's the right time. If it makes that noise, that the oil is hot enough. Yeah, so I started using the other frying pan. It actually made the work a lot easier. But by the time we're done, it was about past 11, almost 12 o'clock. I needed to go to bed, and we still have we have few in the carton to complete. But however, this is the amount I've done. About 6 packs I got, and we're going to start the next morning. This happened to be the next morning, as I could not actually finish frying the plantain yesterday. So we're going to start today by frying the leftover of the plantain. We have a little more to fry. We want to fry all the plantain to make sure that no one gets spoiled. That's the reason for this video, how you can actually preserve your plantain to make sure it doesn't get spoiled. But take note, we're not using any preservative. So what I'm actually trying to show you guys is to make sure that when next you want to buy plantain, you're not scared that the plantain is going to get bad. You can buy as much as you want and you can preserve it for as long as you want. You can have it for months, you can have it for days, for weeks, depends on how long you want to have it, and it's still going to look as fresh as you just got it. So yesterday I was actually using 2 frying pan, but today I decided to use one, the best one, because we don't really have too much plantain to fry, but we have maybe quarter of the carton left yesterday, so that's what we're actually frying today. So what I normally do when I take it from the pan, I put it into a different bowl, which I'm going to show you guys shortly, and when it gets cold from there, I transfer it into another bowl because I actually want it to get cold, very cold, before I put it in the airtight bag. So when I take the plantain out from the vegetable oil, I put it in here, let it cool a little bit, and then I transfer it from here to this open bowl just to make sure it gets properly cold. You don't want to be putting the hot ones on top of the ones that are almost getting cold. So I just transfer it. With this, the plantain can easily get cold on time. So when I notice that the plantain is properly cold, I'll have to transfer it into the Ziploc bag. So I start transferring the ones that are already cold into the Ziploc bag. So what I try to do is to put it strand by strand. Make sure that you don't have 3 gums together or 2 gums together, but if you don't mind, that's okay. It's just that I just like perfection. So after filling the Ziploc bag with the fried plantain, then you will now take it to your freezer, your deep freezer. Please, freezer, not fridge. You take it to your freezer. The Ziploc bag, you can actually find it on Aldi if you live in the UK, but this is how you can actually preserve your plantain, and you can have it for months. It doesn't go bad. Please, if you think this video has been helpful, please do me a favor by giving the video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to drop a comment before leaving. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.